And the Hough Huskies, in their first ever venture to a state title game, are the 8A Big School state champions of 2025. A legacy moment for the Hough Huskies. The school that opened its doors 15 years ago is about to open them up tomorrow with the state football championship trophy to the case.
Man, the camaraderie about that team, man. Like we played together as a unit. I think nobody cared, again, like I said all last year, nobody cared about who got the credit. Nobody cared who got the tackles, who got the touchdowns. Like if offensively we had a screw up, defense went out there and just played ball. And offensively, when we needed to make a play, we made a play. But I just say the way we bonded together as a family, the way we played together.
For the 2025 Hough Huskies, the dream became reality. A season that ended with a championship and a place in history. But championships have a strange way of changing everything, while changing nothing at all. Winning a championship changes the way people see you. But inside the Hough program, the expectation was never created by a trophy. It was created by a standard.
For us, man, even the years we got close to winning state championships or getting close to the state championship game, it's always been championship or bust. And nothing's changed for us on our end. The way we coach hasn't changed. The way we expect our players to do certain things, and the standard is a standard.
Last year was history, all right? This year that's coming up is a mystery, all right? Today is a gift. That's why they call it the present, baby. That's why they call it the present. Ain't no time like the present. Like we told you last year when we started off last year, we ain't coaching effort. We ain't coaching effort. If we got to coach that, go home.
So I don't think it's pretty much changed. It feels good, so now you're just chasing another one, you know what I mean? And so again, like I said last year, man, winning it gives you a taste to get another one. Because it's lovely at the top.
But the view from the top comes with a target. And now every opponent wants to be the one to knock the champs off their throne.
The people on the schedule don't matter. We've said this for over a year now. It's Hough versus Hough. The only people that can disrupt what we have going on are the people in this building. And whoever plays us, it doesn't really matter. No disrespect to them. I know they work hard too. But they're not doing it at the level that we're doing it. They're not practicing and preparing in the way that we are. We feel like we're the most prepared ball club in the country.
24 seniors walked out of the program as champions. What they left behind wasn't just a trophy. They left a blueprint.
The legacy. They left behind the standard, the way they handled their business, the way they did things the right way. And they also just the expectation of Hough program, the Hough way. We do stuff a certain way, and that's the way they did it, man. And I think that the long-lasting legacy they left, man, is going to be hard to like mimic.
Now that standard belongs to a new group, a new pack.
What most excites me, I guess the unknown is what excites me, because we don't know what it's going to be like. We're assuming what they're going to play like and what it's going to be like, but the unknown is how good they're going to really be.
For some of the new faces, the Hough way was a completely different experience.
Man, it's been crazy. Honestly, like coming from where I came from, and it wasn't really like a true brotherhood. It's just so different, and people don't understand. Like, I've never truly been on a team like where I've had this much talent around me. So, honestly, it's a blessing.
It's been amazing so far. I always seen myself here. I always knew the guys, a tight relationship with the guys since I was younger. So I always felt like a family ever since I started coming here.
But becoming part of the pack isn't simply about putting on a Hough jersey. It's about understanding what comes with it.
Everybody holds their teammates to a standard, and I love that, because honestly, that's what we're gonna need when times get hard. We're going up against a good team, and we're going to need that.
In this program, nobody gets a pass. The standard applies to everyone.
Being new, I've learned that it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what you came in here for, like, you're going to get held to the same standard as everybody.
From the outside, people see the championship. They see the trophy, the rings, and the publicity. But what they don't always see is the work.
Man, there's some workers. None of our main guys, none of our two deep guys missed a practice. I mean, we here at 5:20, we stretching at 5:50, and they here. They got up every morning to work. They got better every morning. Guys that, were new to the program and learning the system, they came in and learned the way we do things, and they hadn't stumbled. They hadn't came in acting like they were big men on campus. They fell in line and figured out the way we were doing things. And so I would just say the work ethic that they have, man, no matter if they wanted to be here or not, they came in ready to work.
For players new to the program, the reality of that standard became clear pretty quickly.
It was definitely high tempo, just how they run things, how Coach Baker run things, how everything is just organized.
Oh my gosh. My first day was like probably the hardest practice I've ever been a part of in my life. Not too many people know, like, I haven't been really coached my whole high school career really. As soon as I got here, I started learning how to truly play my position.
But the intensity has a purpose. And for these new Huskies, it's exactly what they came here for.
It challenges me. I get to use all my skill sets, and I'm still learning, but I definitely get to learn a little bit more.
I probably get to truly do what I'm supposed to do, honestly, become more violent, play with a true team, a true bond. But what excites me most is I feel like I can go out and make some plays in this defense. So.
But the summer wasn't just about learning the playbook. It was about learning who they are. Because talent can get you noticed, but chemistry is what turns talent into a team.
At first it was a little iffy. Everybody started off slow because nobody really knew what we were doing at the start. But I felt with Coach DJ and our coaches, we helped them catch up, and then we're starting to click more and more every practice.
Our communication off the field, when everybody first got here, it was cool because we all knew each other, but we didn't really know each other. So now I made it a point of emphasis to make a relationship with all the new guys for sure, and all the guys who were on JV last year, they're coming up now.
Everybody's starting to bond more. We got the good chemistry. We starting to get like last year's team.
And nowhere is that chemistry more important than on defense. Last year's group set the bar high. This year's group is still figuring out exactly what they can become.
So this system that we have, is ever evolving. We're trying to figure out who's our top 11 defenders, because that's really the goal. We've got a bevy of talent that came from our JV program who had a lot of success. And then there was a lot of guys that were kind of waiting in the wings, so to speak.
On this team, there are no guarantees. No one gets handed a starting spot because of what they accomplished last year. Every Husky has to earn his place in the pack. And that's exactly how the standard survives.
I told the coaches, we can't falter from how we coach. We can't give them any leeway because of what we did last year. We can't let them assume that because we won a state championship that it's going to be different. We got to continue to coach the way we coach and make sure the kids understand that nothing's going to change. The standard's going to be the standard.
Well, they won't play here if they're not. I mean, it's that simple. Guys walking around thinking that it's already done. We explained it, and there's a lot of man hours off the field that go into preparation. So anybody that's on this team that you've kind of found out, they kind of go through the motions, that doesn't happen. You've got a lot of talent, and those guys who are trying to go through the motions, you get weeded out pretty fast. So they won't be here. That won't be an issue.
That standard in chemistry is built in the way they work, the way they push each other, and the way they play together. And at Huff, that means one thing when you step between those lines.
Havoc. Huff always violent on contact.
For the Huskies, that on-field violence is part of their identity, but who delivers it and who sets the tone, changes every year. The leaders who carried the Huskies to the top are gone. Now a new generation has stepped into the locker room, and with them comes a new pack, with new leaders ready to take the reins.
Ethan, you know, even though we got to calm him down half the time because he want to go off on everybody.
I feel like it's been more of a job this year because of the new guys coming in. It's been trying to keep everybody on one accord, trying to get everybody, our chemistry up.
Two, he's trying to take a big step in a leadership role.
For sure, Jackson Heath would be a leader for us.
I feel like it's been easy. It's something that comes natural to me, right? It's not something that I have to force. Same thing with Ryan. I feel like that's not something he has to force either.
We're seeing a lot of really good things from Ryan Peterson. He's actually improving from a stellar season last year.
He's our alpha dog on defense. You know, everybody listens to Ryan. Ryan don't get too hostile a lot, but when you get him there, like it's go time, and they know that.
Samari and Chris, man, they kind of were big leaders last year, and so now it's more of my job. You know, I gotta lead me and Jackson.
Him and Jackson being the attitude of the program I think is magnificent.
But leadership isn't the only thing changing. There are players outside the spotlight right now who may not stay there for very long.
I'm gonna say, I believe Mason Pearsall-Brown is gonna really like step out onto the scene like he did at the end of last year, and everybody kind of knew who he was at the end. But I believe this year he's gonna go out there and like turn some heads early in the season.
Quadir Hunter, who was just a freshman last year, now he's a sophomore. He's got a high IQ and a really good understanding, and he's kind of gained the respect from all of the players up front. So they kind of go to him for like what to do because he's such an intellectual football player.
This year, Huff isn't sneaking up on anybody. The defending state champions are nationally ranked. The spotlight is bigger. The expectations are higher. And everybody wants a shot at the team sitting at the top.
You know, it's kind of fun being the villain, you know, because people think all this stuff about your program and about the kids and about the coaches, and they really don't understand. So I just think, man, like just playing the villain role, but playing it our way, you know what I mean? Not buying into what everybody else is saying, but we're gonna show you exactly how we are and what we're gonna be.
The target isn't something they're trying to avoid. It's something they embrace.
As a coaching staff, it's our job to make the practices uncomfortable. Like when you see that kids are kind of getting the quote unquote big head or their focus is on, it's because you haven't made them uncomfortable in practice. You know, we absolutely champion the idea of practices being tougher than games or as close to it as possible.
The talent is there, but can this new pack build on what came before them and forge a legacy of their own?
If we can put it all together and again play for each other and be one big family, it's gonna be crazy.
The summer is over. The preparation is done. Now the new pack gets its first chance to show what it can become.
The group that we have now, they're not trying to get over the hump. They're expecting to be there. Last year's team was more so about a growth opportunity. This year's team is about, oh, well, this is ours, you're not taking it.
A new hunt is beginning. But does the pack have what it takes to defend the crown?
I'll just take Ethan's word. We'll talk soon.
This is Inside the Pack.